Hello, people. This is Alchemistic, and I'm going to discuss something today that has been on my mind, and it's about 12:30 in the morning, and I just wanted to do this now. A lot of these videos that people are putting out now are about manifesting. Okay, so you're manifesting a house, you're manifesting a car, you're manifesting a job, this. But the thing that people are not discussing is using the powers of manifestation and using the powers of visualization to create you. Now, what does that mean? That means if I wanted to make my life greater, I would make myself greater. Now, how would I go about doing that? Suppose I wanted to take the issue of integrity or honesty. Okay. If I were to make myself more accountable, have more integrity, more honesty, wouldn't my vibration increase? It would. And so my vibration increasing actually would make me more powerful in the world and make me actually a better manifester. See, the greatest manifestation that you can create is yourself. The greatest thing that you can manifest and work on is yourself. If you take the same energy that you say, oh, I can visualize myself in this car or this money or whatever, and you visualize yourself acting a certain way in a situation, if you visualize yourself working hard on projects, if you visualize yourself being intelligent and smart and creative, then all those other things will come to you. You'll get the car, you'll get the house, you'll get the wife, you'll get the husband or whatever. If you work on yourself and your core of what you are, you manifest and create yourself. You see yourself as how you want to be. Suppose you have a problem of shyness, right? Then you start to what you'll do is you'll do something what we do in alchemy is you take something that is on one end of the scale and you move it to the other. So if something is cold or something is cold, we move it by degrees to hot. If you're shy and you want to be less shy, then you'd move it to more of an outgoing type of person. It's all on the same degree. That's a form of alchemy. That's what you would do with your life. You list the characteristics of the things that you are, and you look at the things that you want to be. It goes back to the principle of having and being and doing. Most people will have something and do something to be something. And that's an old saying. Oh, if I have the car, then I'll be, and then I'll and do this. If I do this, then I'll get the car, and then I'll be happy. Which is really kind of the opposite. If you are something, if you are a happy person, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you have a car or not. You probably will get the car, because your energy, like Neville Goddard was saying about being the feeling, right? If you feel good, and Kevin Trudeau said the same thing in his video called "Your Wish Is Your Command," and Neville Goddard said it in The Secret. If you have more than 2 or 3 personalities that say the same thing, then that thing perhaps resonates something. So if you resonate happiness, if you resonate love and compassion and happiness, then you'll have a better day. You'll have a better experience in life. And you will eventually, if you work toward these things and you folks, you will get those things. Really, the whole thing is about you developing yourself as a person. You evolving as a person. What type of person? People focus on what they have as opposed to what they are. As opposed they focus on doing and having as opposed to being. And the real winners in this life, the real winners, the real masters of this reality are the ones who act a certain way, who carry themselves a certain way, who have this intrinsic deep value of who they are and what they are, and they resonate that. And when people walk into the room and they see these people, they feel these people. Because why? Because they have a self-respect, they have a joie de vivre, they have a gravitas, they have an elegance, a compassion. You can feel that person. And they're not a winner because of what they have. They're not a winner because of what they do. They're a winner because of who they are. Okay. Even in the presence of winning, one can be a loser if one is not of such character as to be a gracious winner. Then one is a loser. Because one would understand that it's really not about winning or losing. Like I say, it is really about the game. It's how well the game is played. It's whether you gave your best. It's whether the character and the integrity and the heart which you put into the game. That's what makes a winner. Because a person with character, integrity, and relentlessness and strength and courage, these people will eventually win. They eventually will win because they have to, because their principles will dictate their thoughts and their actions will be those of a winner. I think that the manifestation thing is very good. I use it all the time. But I think that people focus on the outer so much more than the inner. We were discussing something similar in the Power Circle the other night. If you haven't checked out the Power Circle, I'm going to throw a strong recommendation that you do. It's my brother named Soul Immortal, and I have to give shout out to Soul Immortal, brother Jerry. I'm not pronouncing your name. I can't pronounce your last name, brother. But brother Jerry was on. He's actually in one of. He's in the last video that we did on the Power Circle. It was very powerful. These are some good brothers, man, and you are who you associate with. He made some really good points, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking about it expanding in another direction. And the thing is, what are you becoming? What are you becoming? What kind of person are you becoming? Are you trying to develop yourself as a human being? Are you trying to develop yourself as a spiritual entity? Because when you leave this planet, people are not going to remember your bank accounts. They're not going to remember whether you drove a Bentley or whatever. They're going to remember how you treated them. And ultimately, what I like to say, karma is what you carry with you when you leave. Because what happens is, when you leave, people's thoughts, energy follows you. If you ever get a chance, look at the movie called Ghost. There's a whole they're dropping jewels in that movie about when the criminal when he died in the movie, what happened to him. Go look at that movie. I'm not going to tell you what happened, but that's what happens. We are here to learn lessons, and we're here to develop ourselves as prisms of light for the divine. That's why we're here. And not just to acquire things, not just to become rich and all. Because many rich people have a lot of character, and they have a lot of joie de vivre and elegance and class and compassion, and many don't. It's not about the money. It's about you as a person. When you do develop your personhood, and you develop the drive, and you have focus, and you have a purpose, and you don't drift and all these other kind of things, you will have a better chance of success if you develop yourself as a person. How are you carrying yourself in the world? One of the ways to develop yourself as a person is to see yourself how you want to be. Do you see yourself getting up and going to the gym? Now, this is one of the ones I'm going to have to work on. Okay. Do you see yourself getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning and going to the gym? Do you see yourself doing that? Do you see yourself, even when people are angry at you, you maintaining your sense, your gravitas and your sense of cool? Do you see yourself doing that? Do you see yourself as creative, as confident, walking into the room, and if you see a person you want to talk to, you can walk over to that person and engage that person? Do you see yourself that way? If you use your visualization skills this way, it will benefit you greatly. Mostly people, I want to see myself driving a car. I want to see myself in a new house. I want to see, but if you see yourself, you know, um, turning off the television set and reading the book, if you see yourself, being kind to strangers, developing inner strength when you're tested to the limits, you know, when somebody's in your face and you can just maintain yourself. You see yourself as being self-disciplined. Um, if you can see yourself as being creative, you know, these are gifts that you give yourself, and you will grow tremendously, uh, as opposed to focusing just on material things. And I'm not against material acquisition at all. I'm not against that at all. Trust me. But what am giving you a new perception, or a different perception, maybe not new, of how you can use manifestation, how you can use visualization, how you can use creativity. Instead of focusing on the material objects, focus on yourself. Focus on the characteristics that you want to develop as a person in this world. How will they remember you? How will they remember you? How will people remember you? How will people feel about you? Because that's what's going to make you, you know, that's what's going to resonate with you, with your personality for eternity. For this aspect of this manifestation right now, that you're this suit that you're wearing, or this persona that we're perceiving, will resonate through eternity based on how you have carried yourself in this world. Okay. How did you treat your next door neighbor? How did you speak to people? Did you do something for the community? You know, um, people remember Prince for contributing to the United Negro College Fund. People remember, Oprah Winfrey for building a school in Africa. They remember for all her accolades and achievements and everything. But the thing that will follow her, those children that were in that school will never forget her, and their grandchildren of those children will never forget her. Why? Because she's thrown a stone into the pond in the ripple of time. By doing that, that will resonate. You know, it's the same thing if you do something dubious. You've thrown a stone into the pond of time that will resonate and creates karma. That's what creates karma. People don't understand that. See, when you acquire something, you just acquire something. But when you build something, when you teach people, when you give people inspiration, when you give love to someone, when you give compassion, when you feed people, when you do something that's great for people, that helps people um, uh, to heal, then you have created not only a stone in the pond, you've created a boulder in the pond, and that will resonate, and people will feel that for generations. It's something to think about. This is something to think about. I was just sitting and listening to some things, and sitting and being quiet in the space, and I thought about this, but I wanted to share it. So, and I have to be more of a YouTuber and say, please like and subscribe this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe it. Subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to do something here and build something that's a good channel, and that's will contribute to the YouTube community, and will be something that's a little different than what most people are doing. And I have a different perspective on things. Again, please like and please subscribe and ring the bell. I have to remember to say that a lot of times because, like I said, I'm a new YouTuber, so I have to learn this game, but that's part of the game. But I really appreciate all of my subscribers that have stuck with me. I have not been posting. I will start posting again. I have a million ideas. I'm sorting some things out right now and working on some things and working on myself every day. So I appreciate you. I love you. And, I wish all the best in the world for you. And stay up. And remember, don't slay your dragons, ride them. And one of my videos, I'm going to explain what that means. Okay? Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful week. And I appreciate you. Thank you.